Good morning. Welcome to Grace to Grow Garden. I'm Sherry, and today is April 17th, 2021. I am so excited. When I was out checking my garden this morning on my little tea tour, I found that this blackberry bush has the most beautiful pink bloom about to come out. Now, for those of you who have watched all the episodes, you know that I just planted these um, this year. Just, my goodness, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago at the most. And I'll have to look at that date. And he's doing great. I had taken his tape off up here because I felt like it was too tight for him to get thicker. So if you're going to tie things up, make sure you never use like a bread fastener or anything like that. You want to use either this nice tie tape. It's cheap. Get it on Amazon, which is, it's just plastic on a roll, and you can just tear it off the roll. It tears real easily. Of course, I'm working on a little tiny piece here, but you get the idea. And this is a green Velcro. I saw it yesterday at Lowe's, or at Home Depot. Yeah, it was Home Depot. And you can get that kind of thing on Amazon too. This is a little more expensive, but you know they're giving, they're soft, and they're not gonna. If you forget to loosen them up or take them off, you're not gonna get plants that are stunted. But I just wanted to show you that before I show you what's been going on in the garden. If you don't mind, I'm gonna put on my sunglasses. We've had cloudy, rainy days for, my goodness, seems like a week, and I have an eye problem where I'm never supposed to not have sunglasses on. So I usually do it, but when it's like this, it's kind of painful. So I want to show you what's going on over here. All right, I hope you're impressed. Look at the work that's been done on this garden. Now this garden is typically, a lot of things died over the winter. They're all taken out now. My neighbor's been helping me and got it all weeded, and I put some new compost to fill up places that needed to be filled up. These are canna, if you didn't know. This is a dwarf crepe myrtle, and you can kind of train them into a bush or into a short, a short kind of stocky tree. But this bed just looks great. I'm so excited. I typically just plant, flowers in here. Before I made my big bed out there that I'm going to use this year for watermelon, I'll throw some watermelons in here, and I still probably will. The best thing for weed control is to use your space in your garden and have it well planted, which we're going to talk about more in a minute. One more thing I want to show you. Can you see over there, babe? Yeah. Look over at, are you still taking it? This is the new Medicinal Garden in honor of my dogs that I'm going to plant. The Ike Tyson and Ivy Breeze Medicinal Memorial Garden. A little wordy, but important. So my neighbor's been helping me, and we've gotten, I guess, about 32 feet finished. It's a 72-foot bed, so we've got about 40 feet to go. Now, I did all this with cardboard underneath. I'm running out of good cardboard, and I'm spending so much time cutting the stickers and that kind of thing off that I went ahead and I bought weed cloth. So that's what we're going to put at the bottom of this. I'm going to actually double it. I got a really nice one that has a 25-year guarantee, which is hilarious, but love to see it. But I'm actually going to double it, and plants will break through it, as they need to eventually. So these gardens being beautiful are really exciting. But I was going to share with you my work today. My work today is over here at this bed, which I finished cleaning out. I could just leap over here if my back would let me, because this is getting close. So I planted my tomatoes. This is a big boy tomato, and you see he has a stake next to him, and he's tied up to it a little bit. I'll keep working with them. You know, when you first plant them, you don't want to do too much, but always put your stake in your cage in, because they'll just get big out of nowhere. Now, the rest of the tomatoes in this garden are going to be indeterminate. That big beefsteak tomato, of course, is determinate. These are indeterminate cherry tomatoes that were volunteers here. They love this bed. And there's one here, and one here, and one here, if I didn't show you that one. So that's it for this garden. So there will be that one, 2, 3, 4 more at the most. This one may get pulled out. I'll wait and see. They get really big. This one over here, because of this cedar pole, I guess, it grows very slowly. So it won't really produce any tomatoes until fall anyway. And so when everything else is dying off, he's usually doing real good here. So he came up on his own. That was where he came up, and that's where he's staying. This is a lettuce. These are basil. This is a snapdragon, I believe, that just volunteered and grows there all the time. I probably need to put him in a better spot. If you come over this way, you'll see purple basil and some more green basil planted throughout. And we're going to talk more about how I choose. This is a calendula. He has been dying to get out of the pot, the poor guy. And then this shamrock back here, I love. It's a plant that was from Trader Joe's, and it's a house plant, but it's been out here for, my goodness, 2 or 3 years, and it's doing great. Now this back here is bee balm that I planted inside and got to put out. Bee balm's okay if it doesn't even get any sun. So this will get some sun. I also have some lemon balm I'm going to plant back here today. And I have a red lettuce right here. And this is going to be hard for you to see, but there are chives right here and over on this side. Now I have to say, I know I put chives over there. Somebody may have gotten them, but that's doubtful. Maybe I didn't. Who knows what I did. I put some chives over here. So, in this garden bed, I have some borage that I've started from seed. I'll put one of those in there. Now those can get really big. I'm hoping, because it's a low sun area, that it doesn't get too big. If it does, I'll put it in one of my buckets, because all along here will be tomatoes and peppers. So you see how there's already that shadow cast in the summer. That way they can stand the heat by being shaded early. Just get that morning sun for 6 hours. So the other things, I'm planting these things here because they help tomatoes. They protect tomatoes, and they're beneficial. The borage actually helps it make it long lasting, keep its flavor longer. Basil is a friend. Lettuce is great in there. So all along here, you can't see it, but all along the same shape as the border, I planted green onions. Onions are fabulous to have along with your tomatoes. So I will plant more all throughout the bed today. I'll also plant more friends of the tomato. Radishes. This is my favorite radish. This is the Roxanne radish hybrid from Park Seeds. This is the most delicious radish I've had yet. So I've been saving the rest of them for over here. And then I have some more lettuces that I like. Here's some more lettuces. I have some chives started out in one of the buckets, and I have some lettuces started out in the bucket. So those will go in also, but I'll also be putting seeds in. And then I have some chive seeds as well that I'll put in. Chives, onions, all of these things help deter pests, they can make your tomatoes taste better. So you want to give the tomatoes every chance they get, because all the pests love tomatoes. The aphids love the tomatoes. The hornworm, caterpillar. I've never seen one until I gardened in Texas, and I had to put it on Facebook and ask what it was. I'll put a picture of one here, so if you don't know what it is, to be looking for it. We'll talk more about how to deal with them a little bit later in the season, but I've seen on Facebook already that people here in North Texas already have them. So I need to start watching for them. But that's what I wanted to tell you about today. That's the work I'm going to do. This is my big focus, is this bed. I have lots of plants to put in the ground all over. And I'm going to focus here first. I'm going to try, because that's where I'm always weakest. And that's my work today. So I'll show you how it's going soon. And I always appreciate you watching. I hope you have the most blessed day wherever you are and whatever the weather is. And please, if you like my channel, subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.